You did everything right. You were kind, you were patient, you gave him everything you had, and he still went quiet. My name is Brody Boyd, and today I'm going to break down exactly what happens energetically when a man pulls away and what you need to do to reclaim your power and your feminine magnetism. I have spent years helping women decode how men actually work, and I'm tired of watching good women lose good men by doing the one thing that quietly pushes them away. Because here's what almost no one tells you. This was never about your effort. It was about how a man is wired. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why men are extremely attracted to a woman who can detach and what happens in his mind the moment you stop chasing. Number 7 is the one almost no woman sees coming. I'm Brody Boyd, and together with my wife, Antia, we've been helping thousands of successful women for over 20 years combined to get a loving, long-term, and committed relationship with a man they want fast. So let's get right into it. A man feels your absence far more than he ever felt your presence. The most powerful thing you can do when a man ignores you is let him feel what life is like without you in it. And I don't mean playing games. I don't mean pretending to be busy when you're actually obsessing over him. I mean genuinely detaching, genuinely moving your energy away from him and back to yourself. Because when you do that, you truly pull your energy back, he will feel it. Men are far more intuitive than we give them credit for. They can sense when your energy is still hooked into them, and they can sense when you've let go. And here's what happens when you genuinely detach. Suddenly the dynamic shifts. He's no longer in the position of power. He's no longer the one being pursued. And if he has any real interest in you, if there's any real genuine connection there, he will start to wonder, wait, why isn't she reaching out? Why isn't she trying to figure this out? Did I lose something valuable? And that's when his ego starts to crack, not because you tried to punish him, but because you gave him the space to miss you and he realized what he had. Real detachment is not going cold. It's staying warm while you let go. Real detachment isn't slipping on dark sunglasses, turning to stone, and pretending you don't care whether he texts you back or not. That's not true detachment. That's just your nervous system dressing up like Mother Teresa or the Dalai Lama, and no one's really buying it. Authentic detachment is actually the opposite of that. It's softness. It's trust. It's being so rooted in God, in yourself, and in your feminine essence that whether he calls, whether he commits, or whether he shows up on your timeline, you're still the most magnetic woman in any room that you enter. Chase a man and you train him to sit back and coast. You get in a car, you're in the passenger seat, and suddenly you lean over, grab the steering wheel, and you start redirecting the whole trip. Well, what happens? Eventually, you crash the car. Now, that is exactly what happens when you are the one chasing the next relationship milestone, pushing for commitment, deciding when it's time for the next step, forcing the relationship forward while he is just along for the ride. The second you stop checking on him, he starts thinking about you. The moment you release the timeline often speeds up. The second you stop checking his last active status on Instagram or WhatsApp like you're monitoring a nuclear reactor, he often starts thinking about you more, not less. The moment you stop trying to force things often finally start moving on their own. Think about a woman who's trying to fall asleep. The harder she tries, the more wide awake she becomes. The second she finally surrenders, sleep arrives. You can also think about it like planting a seed into the ground, but constantly digging up the seed to see if it's starting to germinate, which only delays the process even longer. Attraction works the same way. Relationships work the same way. Do everything for a man and he starts to feel unnecessary. Here's the core principle behind masculine and feminine polarity. The masculine gives and the feminine receives. That's not a preference. That is biology. That's God's design. In a healthy dance, the man leads and provides the experience. In caveman times, the man was the hunter, the provider, the one who brought something to the table. The woman was the gatherer, the nurturer, the one who received and multiplied what was given. When you're out here buying him gifts and splitting every check and picking up dinner, you have stepped directly into his masculine role. You've taken his job away from him, and here's what happens to him at a deep level. He doesn't feel moved. He doesn't feel inspired. He feels unnecessary. And a man who feels unnecessary to you will slowly drift towards a woman where he does feel necessary. Men say they love a woman who treats them, but what a man actually responds to is being your provider, being the one who gives to you. That polarity is what creates his desire, his attraction, and eventually his devotion. A man does not hunger for what he never had to earn. You give too much too soon to men who haven't proved themselves. You cook for him, you drive to see him, you plan the dates, you give him compliments, you boost his ego, you make his life easier. And you do all of this thinking it's going to make him fall for you, thinking it's going to make him see your value, but it does the opposite. Because when you give to a man, you're operating from masculine energy. The masculine gives, the feminine receives. When you're constantly giving to a man, you're putting yourself in the masculine role and him in the feminine role. And that kills attraction. He might enjoy it, he might appreciate it, but he's not going to feel that pull towards you. He's not going to feel that hunger to commit to you because you've already given him everything without him having to do anything to earn it. So when a man ignores you, one of the most powerful things you can do is stop giving. Stop doing things for him. Stop making his life easier. Stop trying to prove your worth through what you can do for him. Stop being his mommy. Your femininity is the gift. Your presence is the gift. Your vulnerability, your softness, your openness, that is what he should be working to earn access to. Not your solving his problems. Not your making him feel good about himself. And here's what happens when you stop giving. Suddenly, he has to step up. He has to pursue. He has to give to you if he wants to keep you in his life. The prize never chases. The prize gets pursued. The egg doesn't chase the sperm. The flower doesn't chase the bee. Rose didn't chase Jack around the Titanic begging for him to define the relationship. The feminine is the prize. The feminine attracts, then selects. A queen doesn't triple text a man to confirm Saturday night. A queen doesn't drive 40 minutes in rush hour traffic to his apartment because he wants to hang out for a bit. A queen doesn't reshape her entire calendar around a guy who hasn't even reshaped one Tuesday for her. A queen radiates, signals, and then lets the masculine come to her, pursue her, and prove that he's worthy of her time. If you find yourself playing Sherlock Holmes with his Instagram, zooming in on the blurry reflection in his sunglasses to see if there's another woman in his car, then you are not in queen energy. You are an unpaid private investigator. A queen chooses. She doesn't chase. Walling up feeds his ego. Staying open humbles it. When a man ignores you, you want to protect yourself. You want to put up walls. You want to show him that you don't need him, that you're fine without him. But here's the truth. When you close off your heart, when you guard yourself, when you become hard and defensive, you're actually feeding his ego because now he doesn't have to feel anything. He can walk away without guilt. He can tell himself, see, she didn't really care anyways. It's not bothering her. But when you stay open, when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, when you share your feelings without blame or criticism, something shifts. Suddenly, he has to sit with the reality that his actions have an impact on someone who genuinely cares. And for a man with a healthy masculine core, that will humble his ego more than anything else you could do. He cannot step into his masculine while you are carrying it for him. Because a healthy masculine man wants to give to his woman. He wants to provide. He wants to solve problems for her. He wants to lead, but he can only do that if you're in your feminine energy receiving, not if you're in your masculine energy giving. Give a man room and he will cross the country to chase you. When Antia and I were first dating, she didn't push the relationship anywhere. She was open and vulnerable with me, but she let me drive. And something in me woke up. And literally, I ended up driving her one time around the island of Oahu in my motorbike. So that's another story. But the thing is, I didn't feel trapped. I felt pulled. I felt inspired to pursue her, to prove myself, to earn her. That is what happens when you trust the masculine to lead. Mother a man and he stops wanting you. Free him and he cannot leave. You did not start a relationship. You accidentally started a renovation project. And shockingly, he didn't sign up to be your renovation project. This isn't build a boyfriend. You can't just unzip a man and rip out his avoidant tendencies and replace them with a ready-to-commit voice box. He is not a Roomba that you can just reprogram by pushing the right buttons. He's not a fixer-upper on HGTV where you knock down one of his emotional walls and suddenly he's your dream kitchen. And here's the most important piece. When you accidentally become his mommy by directing, correcting, and managing him, you have just destroyed the polarity that attraction requires. A man can love his mother deeply, but he does not feel romantic desire for his mother. And he is absolutely not going to fully commit to a woman who he feels like a child with. Mommy energy and wifey energy cannot coexist. You have to pick one. And some men may say they want a woman who takes care of them, but what they actually respond to is a woman who shares how she feels and trusts him to step up on his own. That distinction is the entire game. One is masculine control, the other is feminine vulnerability and allowing him to rise. One pushes him away, the other one makes it nearly impossible for him to walk away. A man rises for a woman he is afraid to lose. She knows her worth so deeply that she doesn't need to prove it, perform it, or justify it to anyone. She simply is it, naturally. And when a man encounters that kind of woman, something in him stands up straight. He doesn't feel rejected, he feels challenged in the best possible way. He thinks, this woman is different. This woman is worth rising for. One of our clients, Krista, used to lose herself completely every time a strong man showed up in her life. She'd put him up above herself, overgive, overaccommodate, and then sit in confusion about why he kept pulling back. When she finally stepped into her queen energy and held her own worth, everything shifted for her. He is not looking for a woman who does it all. He wants the one he cannot stop thinking about. Everything in this video traces back to one simple, ancient, divinely designed truth. The masculine gives, the feminine receives. The masculine hunts, the feminine attracts. The masculine drives, the feminine enjoys the ride. Stop doing so much and start being more. Because the right man is not looking for a woman who can do everything for him. He's looking for a woman that he cannot stop thinking about. If you'd like to discover the next best step for mastering detachment with your specific situation, make sure to also take our free love quiz to get your top recommendation for a loving, long-term, and committed relationship with a man you want fast. Go to our website, magnetizeyourman.com, or click on the link in our bio or in the description or comments below to get that now. Hope you enjoyed the content. Much love, and I'll see you in the next video.